Can you just describe as visually as you can what an average jam was like in the Bronx, like sound wise? Because we'll see, sort of like not revisioned or like people will give their stories or tales of it, but I want to know. Like,
I have actual footage from 1983.
Really?
Of me and my crew, DJ Playboy, Paradise, and the Brothers 3, and my other rap group, the Throwdown 4, in 1983. And we're dancing, we're doing graffiti, and we're DJing and rapping. Four elements organically, without Beat Street, without Hollywood. And one of these days I'm going to screen the footage that we found and then interview. Almost every single one of my homies in video is still alive.
Wow, that's a miracle.
Yes, sir.
But
guess what? The miracle is called hip hop. Every single one of my homies that rap, dance, did graffiti, except a few, very few of us perished by natural causes or by murder. But the friends of mine from High Bridge who didn't rap and wasn't in hip hop, man, decimated.
Wow. So can you, is what you witnessed in terms of any park jams you went to, was that the only existence of that culture in that particular thing? Or on a Sunday, could there be 9 block parties happening? You just go to...
Well, the first block parties were live bands. We had a lot of live bands in High Bridge, which is where I moved after I moved from the Bronxdale projects. I lived less than a mile from 1520 Cedric and Cedar.
Okay.
And quite honestly, in the early years, there was a lot of other DJs that were rocking simultaneously with Kool Herc and before Kool Herc. In my neighborhood, we had a DJ named Pete DJ Jones.
Oh, yeah. So can you explain who Pete DJ Jones is for our audience?
Yeah, Pete DJ Jones was a mobile DJ. He was one of the top 2 mobile DJs in New York City, period. The other one was Grandmaster Flowers from Brooklyn, hip-hop's first Grandmaster. And a lot of people may say, well, I never heard of him. Yeah, right. I got 100 flyers with him on the same flyers with Herc and Flash and Bam and all of them, And he opened for James Brown as a DJ at Yankee Stadium in 1968.
Oh, wow.
So, hip-hop just crushed August 11th in Yankee Stadium, but Yankee Stadium has deeper history in the Bronx, and there's a lot like a lot of people say, well, Pete DJ Jones, he was a disco DJ. Once again, we can't do that. He mentored Hollywood, Lovebug Starski, Kurtis Blow, and Grandmaster Flash. Get that man his hip-hop credentials.
Is he still with us today, or?
No, he passed away a few years ago, but there's some footage on YouTube with him still in it, speaking with his own words. He was an amazing DJ. He was great at mixing. He did not cut. He did not scratch. He didn't do any of that, but he played break beats too. And he ushered in Hollywood, Lovebug Starski, Kurtis Blow, and Grandmaster Flash.
I wanted to ask Paradise, how does a DJ, somebody like Larry Levan, how did someone like him that played at Paradise Garage, was that in y'all's kind of radar at all around that time? It wasn't?
Well, it definitely was, because we loved disco music and dance music. Mm-hmm. And actually, disco to us, that word is what stops a lot of people from understanding what we're talking about.
Okay.
Because when we say disco, it wasn't a genre of music. It was a place to be.
Discotheque.
It was a discotheque. It was the place where they played music at. And when we went to the clubs, the discotheques, a shout to DC, we played Go-Go too in the beginning of hip-hop. Mm-hmm. And a lot of Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers and a lot of those EU and all of those guys, they contributed to the creation of hip-hop too. A lot of people from Philly contributed greatly to the creation of hip-hop. and they don't get the credit for it.
Lady P.
You know what I'm saying? The Juice Crew and Cold Chillin' Records that came out with Roxanne Shante, Bismarck, Big Daddy Kane, and the Juice Crew that we know, that started as pop art in Philly.
Right.
You understand?
Goodman Brothers.
Exactly. There's so, we migrated from the South, and we brought a lot of these things with us. There's a rap group that was a gospel group in the 20s and 30s named the Jubilaires.
Yeah.
Who rap with the same cadence as the Sugar Hill Gang.
Yep.
So if we ignore our elders and ancestors and don't speak of their contributions, they taught us hip-hop. We learned hip-hop from our elders and ancestors. And if we eliminate them, then we got a right for young people today to not remember us or attribute our accomplishments to us. Because we disrespect our ancestors, we deserve to be disrespected too.
Steve?
So I'm trying to think of the proper way to ask this question, though, but is it because disco was the current music of the time? Is that why it became, let's say, the biggest fundamental part of the beginning of hip-hop? Or is it because disco is funky? And
disco was that shit, man. Are you kidding? Come on. One of the biggest, greatest break beats in the world. Frisco Disco.
Frisco Disco, yeah.
Come on.
Right.
Come on, Bra.
Yeah,
Bra.
Mona Lisa.
From
Yes, I know,
Samantha.
bro. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, where would hip hop be without the Isley Brothers? You know what I'm saying? Where would we be without Motown, Stax Volts? You know what I'm saying? McFadden and Whitehead. All of these guys were geniuses. We learned hip hop from them, and we remixed it. We sampled it. Hip hop is a sample of Afro-Indigenous culture worldwide. It's the best of everything that ever existed. If you make a beat that we like, we don't care if you're a corny white rock group with long hair. Walk this way. We didn't let it go that far. But we love, give me that. It's hip-hop now.
Right.
Hip-hop is a cultural and musical version of Star Trek's Borg. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated.
That's my shit, Picard. That's my shit.
That's a T-shirt. If I've ever seen
Hell
one.
yeah. Well, yeah. New generation and after, yeah, hell yeah.
Damn, the things I learned about you, Laia.